Coming up next on the Jeff Crilley Show, we'll be talking about the power of philanthropy and why it's critical for companies to give back. That's just ahead.
Many are predicting that the worst is yet to come, which is unfortunate, said one person here. Until now, they've enjoyed the reputation of being the nation's icebox.
Watched a burglar in his home this morning by webcam.
As a journalist of over 25 years, stories are what make my world turn.
Reporting live from the Dallas newsroom tonight, Jeff Crilley, Fox 4 News.
But in 2008, I took the jump from my familiar life and started a PR firm from my home.
We're talking about anyone with a camcorder like the one I'm using becomes a television network.
We started slowly growing the company, and we now have over 100 clients, and we've branched into the world of live digital broadcasting. I now own 8 different TV studios and have a huge team, and the stories that I now get to share are sometimes the most important of my life. Life has a funny way of coming around full circle. This is the Jeff Crilley Show. Well, it's the season of giving, and so a lot of individuals and companies become philanthropic in the month of December. But there's some power in companies that give back 365 days a year. To talk about that today, John Pickett, he is a senior vice president with CAPTRUST. Thank you for coming on the show.
Well, thank you for having me, Jeff.
Well, the reason I invited you on the show is because I was just blown away by how philanthropic CAPTRUST is. You guys literally will give away $1 million a year, won't you?
We're going to give away $1 million this year.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Why? Tell us the history of CAPTRUST and why philanthropy has been such a cornerstone.
You know, our mission statement, and it's on our business card, it says our mission is to enrich the lives of our clients, our colleagues, and our communities. And we believe that. Jeff, over the years I've worked for some wonderful firms, but I've never been a part of an organization that lives and breathes its mission statement like CAPTRUST. We believe in, again, enhancing the lives of the communities we serve.
We're going to put up on the screen a blog post about CAPTRUST Community Foundation. Tell us more about the Community Foundation.
Okay, the Community Foundation is a 501c3 foundation. It is managed 100% by CAPTRUST employees. Our mission is to give back to children in our communities. We've enhanced the mission this year just because of the pandemic, and we've expanded it to families, and of course that certainly trickles down to children. I'll give you a few examples. We encourage all employees to do a payroll deduction into the CAP Community Foundation, and CAPTRUST matches it.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Yeah, and I mean, it's not a requirement to be an employee that you have to give, but most everybody does.
That's beautiful.
And so it's part of our DNA.
And I truly believe, it's biblical principles. When you give, it comes back tenfold. There's a lot of companies out there, and they make a lot of money, and they do well, but you can't really have a company that's all about the almighty dollar and truly be a success, can you?
Well, I don't think you can, not long term. And you can't build that chemistry where everybody gets their oar in the water at the same time unless they really feel that mission. And again, talking about giving back to the community, this year when the pandemic came, everybody was sent home, and we said, well, how are we going to make this work? Our CEO, we had a virtual meeting, and he told all the employees, he says, you've got a job. There will be no layoffs. There will be no furloughs. Stay home, do your job, take care of your clients, take care of your colleagues the best you can, and give back to your community. That got everybody's attention. Then, a little later in the year, we started saying, all right, we think it's time. We have jobs. We have jobs. We have income. Let's give back to those that don't. At the start of this year, Jeff, our firm had a little over 600 employees. We raised almost $5 million.
Unbelievable.
Do the math.
Unbelievable.
That's almost $8,000 an employee. And that goes from the mailroom to the C-suite. Obviously, everybody didn't give, but most did.
That's so heartwarming. You and I met at an event about a week ago, Vogel Alcove. We're going to put some pictures up on the screen, and you guys were the title sponsors and really made a huge difference in the lives of some needy children. Tell us about the event and why you guys got behind it.
Well, CAPTRUST this year, we said, all right, in the giving of the season, we're going to give $10,000 to every one of our 45 offices. And the 45 offices got to select a charity in their area. Quite frankly, we selected the charity that we think really does embody what CAPTRUST is trying to do. It enhances the lives of children. It is for preschool. It's preschool for homeless children.
Sure. And I was this was the first time I'd ever gone to Vogel Alcove. It's just south of downtown, and the work they're doing is absolutely miraculous. I bet you probably didn't know when you signed up to be the title sponsor what a magic wonderland they would create. The theme was the Grinch, and they really went over the top, didn't they?
Well, they did. And of course, you asked me how we decided to give. Well, I'd have to give a plug to my lovely wife.
Yes.
She has been involved in Vogel Alcove, and she's one of these people that's very contagious. When she believes in something, you catch it too.
Well, we should give a shout out to the Dallas Magnolias because you're spending a lot of time with them. I think you were just with them last night. The Dallas Magnolias is a group of, I want to say, Wonder Women who are very philanthropic. And Regina, your wife, is really one of the main people behind that effort. And that's got to be heartwarming for you to see just how much good they've done in a short period of time.
They have. I mean, the things that they have done for the community in just 6 or 8 months is amazing.
Wow. Well, we're almost out of time, so I want to give you a chance to give some final thoughts. If the business owner who's watching this is saying, "Yeah, I guess my company's really not doing as much as we could do," what is the most powerful reason you can think of for a company being philanthropic? You mentioned employee engagement. I think employees, especially the millennials and the Gen Zs, they want to be a part of a company that's doing something.
And I think that's exactly right. I mean, we give paid time off if you have some community service. And again, I think it just really helps build the chemistry within an organization. And again, CAPTRUST lives and breathes it, and it's worked.
Wow. Well, thank you so much for all that you do in the community. We're going to put the website up so everybody can get in touch and plug in. CAPTRUSTCommunityFoundation.org is the website. John Pickett, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thanks, Jeff.
You bet. And that's it for now. We'll see you next time.